So we're back in Ghana, I'm back in the country. Amazing time I had at the African Cup of Nations, covering my first ever tournament, the African Cup of Nations. Hope you enjoyed the coverage, albeit a very short one, not to the end. Today, I have some updates for you, as I usually do. It's about Mohammed Salisu once again. Yes, you know the issue with Mohammed Salisu. Over the weekend, he produced a man of the match performance that got a lot of people talking, and that got a lot of people even more interested in getting him to play for the Ghana Black Stars. Yes, and ALHAJI GRUSAH, a King Faisal bank roller, was called into the fray when he consulted Mohammed Salisu about why he has not played or will not play for the Black Stars. Really, what he told Atenka FM was quite interesting. We'll have a look at what he had to say. Also, the Ghana Black Stars versus Nigeria game, the World Cup playoff, the World Cup final round, the World Cup qualifiers, which is the final playoff game. The venue for the game in Ghana here will be between Kumasi Sports Stadium and ACCRA Sports Stadium. The National Sports Authority have written to the Ghana Football Association telling them about the unavailability of the Cape Coast Sports Stadium, which has been used for most of the qualifiers throughout these rounds. We'll look at the letter and what it means and where likely the FA will play that game. As usual, subscribe if you have not, click on the notification bell to get more updates. There was also the issue of the Ghana Black Stars head coach, which I brought you that story yesterday, Ibrahim Tanko being the front runner. Today in Parliament, his name was put out by one of the members of Parliament, and it looks like Ibrahim Tanko is the one that is going to take over the helm of the Ghana Black Stars in the interim, at least until we get a permanent manager. Yes, we all know the issue with the Black Stars. The African Cup of Nations did not go according to plan, and we are looking for a replacement for Coach Milovan Rajabak. Although he has not officially been sacked, the FA have not put out an official statement. The consensus is that Coach Milo should be relieved of his duties. It was discussed in Parliament today, and the name that was rang around was Ibrahim Tanko. Let's have a listen to what the minister said about the Black Stars preparations and also Ibrahim Tanko being the front runner for the role of the Black Stars interim coach.
If you have to sack the coach, let it be swift. To introduce new coaches who then will have at least 5 weeks or so to get the team together. If on the other hand we want to leave him, then scurrilous attacks should also cease, because that will also demoralize the man. My own preference though is that the two Ghanaian coaches who are outside, Tanko is the deputy coach to Dortmund, and his pedigree is high. Ibrahim Tanko is the speaker. So if we have to give the Black Stars to him, I believe he's one person who can deliver for us. But let's handle the matter gingerly. And I think, I understand the FA is meeting tomorrow. If they have to get rid of Milo, because maybe he's wounded and his crest is falling, let's do what is needful. Bring in the other, another coach. I'm saying that my own preference is to bring down Tanko.
There you have the minister for yourself there talking about Ibrahim Tanko and him being the one, the member of parliament there talking about Ibrahim Tanko and him being the front runner for the role or the head coach of the Ghana Black Stars in the interim at least. He talked about time being of the essence because there's still much time between now and the World Cup playoff game. Ghana versus Nigeria. What do you think about Ibrahim Tanko? Most of you are not impressed. I, for one, I'm not so confident about the appointment of Ibrahim Tanko because looking at his records with the national team, it has not been the best. He was the under-23 manager. Twice he lost, and twice he lost on penalty shootout and failed to qualify the team for the under-23. As assistant manager under coach Kwesi Appiah, it was not the best of reigns there in charge. So I have not seen anything that will tell me that he will do a better job than the other managers we have had. But anything is possible. And if this is the guy being put out there, we cannot just back him. but looking at the track record, it is not something that I would confidently be backing. But hey, anything can happen. Talking about the Black Stars playoff with Nigeria, the game will be played in either Kumasi or Accra. And now, before game venues are changed, we all know that it has to be submitted to CAF 3 months before schedule, and it's just 2 months to that game. I don't think the Kumasi Sports Stadium or the Baba Sports Stadium, which a lot of people are clamoring for to be used as the venue for that game, can be possible, because the FA would have to submit a letter to CAF to change the venue. Accra Sports Stadium is still a viable option since CAF already has inspected and approved it as one of the venues, but the Cape Coast Sports Stadium will not be available because of this letter put out by the National Sports Authority telling the Ghana Football Association that essentially the Cape Coast Sports Stadium, which will be used for the 6th March celebrations, the Independence Day celebrations, will be unavailable. It will be decorated to suit those celebrations, and hence the venue will not be available in time for the game between Ghana and Nigeria, which is happening at the end of the month. So I don't know what the NSA meant to put out by this letter, but a lot of people want the game to be played in Kumasi, and it looks like NSA are giving the Black Stars and the Ghana Football Association those two options to play the games there. Hey, I never know, but I've been a fan of the Kumasi Sports Stadium. The fans there can be the 12th man the Black Stars will need versus Nigeria, and possibly take us to the World Cup proper come November. We never know what will happen. We'll see what we can do from there. We'll see what happens on that front. 3 months advance CAF has to have before you change a venue. It will mean that the Accra Sports Stadium is the only viable option. Happy about that? Or you still want them to push for Kumasi? Babayara. My final story has to do with Mohammed Salisu and the Ghana Black Stars. Yes, Salisu over the weekend put in a man of the match performance that had a lot of people talking against Manchester City, no less. He was responsible for them being held to a 1-1 draw. Mohammed Salisu has been approached several times. ACCRA started it. He said his focus was club football and was not ready to represent the country, and said hopefully maybe in the future he would look at the national team. Well, it seems that he will no longer ever be playing for the national team, because ALHAJI GRUSAH said that the Black Stars chairman, according to Sadiq Adams here in a Twitter post, a lengthy one at that, a thread, he said, the Black Stars chairman asked me to speak to Salisu because he's from Kumasi. I called his dad and he linked me to him. Salisu flatly told me to stay away from his matter. He questioned me that if he was my son, would I advise him to play for Ghana? Wow. ALHAJI GRUSAH, speaking on Atinka FM, says, I'm not the only person who has spoken to him. I know ACCRA went to him. He said he won't play. Even the GFA's president said he found where his mother stays and went to her. I don't know what happened, but Salisu is not ready to play. He was very angry when I called him. He insisted several times that I should stay out of the matter because he doesn't want to have any problem with me. I'm not going to involve myself in this matter again. I don't know the problem he has with the GFA, but I will not call him again. ALHAJI GRUSAH said it is not only Salisu who doesn't want to play. There are so many players in Europe who don't want to play. I know a number of them, and you all know the boys are not willing to play. I don't know the problem. We have to ask the management committee, and that is what Mohammed Salisu flatly said to ALHAJI GRUSAH when he probed him and was asked to intervene in bringing him to play for the Ghana Black Stars. Well, the young man doesn't want to play for the national team, and first and foremost, I've always been an advocate for players who are desirous to play for their national team. Desire to play is more important than even your ability or talent. So once he doesn't have the desire to play, let's move on from him. We are putting too much focus on him, trying to force him, when clearly he has made his stance already known to everyone that he does not want to play for the national team. Yes, there are rumors about issues in the national team pertaining to juju, which I don't really like to focus on, but that is also another issue that has popped up in the past, and Salisu probably doesn't want to play because of that. Other players' names have popped up who don't want to play because of that, but then you would find out that there are others who still want to play for the Ghana Black Stars. I would entreat everyone involved in the management of the Black Stars to focus on those players who still have the desire to play for the national team. They are the ones who need our energy, not those that are pulling our legs. Not to say that whatever reason they have for playing for the national team is not valid or warranted. We do not have time to focus on that. We need players who are ready to play for Ghana and those that will perform for Ghana. It's as simple as that. And on that note, I would end today. Salisu does not want to play for the Black Stars. He's emphatically told ALHAJI GRUSAH, who revealed it on ACCRA FM. The Black Stars versus Nigeria game could be played in Kumasi or Accra. NSA says Cape Coast Sports Stadium is unavailable. Ibrahim Tanko's name popping up in Parliament today as the front runner as the head coach of the Black Stars. Interim, at least. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week.